Hello everyone, my dear students. I am Virendra, your chemistry teacher, and today I am in front of you with a new topic of class 12th chemistry, that is solution. So today we will discuss about the solution. What are the important topics of this chapter and how you can prepare for your board examination from this chapter. Okay, so you can see here, this is solution, and this whole chapter I have divided it into two parts. First part is numerical part and another part is theory part. So 5 marks question you get from the solution chapter, okay, and 3 marks are always from the numerical side and 2 marks are from theory side. So they can be 1 plus 1 or complete 2 marks question be from theory part. Okay, so we will see first what are the numerical portion and the theory which is dependent on interrelated with these topics. Okay, so this here you can see the solution we can divide it into 1, 2, 3 and 4 parts. Complete chapter can be divided into 4 parts. First part is all the numericals that are related to concentration. First I am talking about the numericals because numericals we are getting from 3 marks. Okay, so concentration, all the numericals related to concentration. So for concentration you can see what type of numericals you have to prepare. First is mass percentage. To find mass percentage means W upon W. W is the mass of solute or solvent, means here both are having mass. Okay, means we have to measure solute and solvent both in mass, means in grams. Second, concentration we have to find by volume percentage. So volume percentage means V upon V. V upon V means this is the volume of solute and volume of solvent. Okay, so solution is containing liquids. Then mass by volume percentage. Here M upon V. M means mass of solute can be solid and liquid can be solvent. Okay, so this is third type of concentration. And fourth is mole fraction. And mole fraction we know, this is X. So the number of moles. So we know solute or solvent. If you have to find mole of solvent, so it will be X1 and this can be equal to N1 upon N1 plus NB. So here N1, this is the number of moles of solvent. 1 is for solvent and 2 is for solute. So in this way we can find the mole fraction of both. 1 means mole fraction of solvent and X2 means mole fraction of solute. And next is concentration is molarity. We can find the concentration in the form of molarity also, which is represented by capital M. So molarity we can say this is, what is molarity? Number of moles in 1 liter solution. So molarity is mole per liter. And another is molality. Molality is represented by small m. So this is also number of moles in 1 kg solvent. Here this is the difference here. Okay, here in molarity we are taking volume of solution and here we are taking mass of solvent. So here its unit will be mole per kg. Okay, so this is molarity and molality. And now these are the type of numericals. Now let's see what type of theoretical portion is based on this topic. Now you can see here, this is concentration. Okay, so first type of theory that you have to prepare is types of solution. Every now and then we get question from this table. Okay, here what are type of solution? We can say there are three types of solution: gaseous solution, liquid solution and solid solution. So if gaseous solution is there, that means this is solvent. This portion we can say this is solvent. This is solvent and this is solute. So gaseous solution can be prepared. For gaseous solution you have to take solvent in the form of, this is solvent. Solvent must be in the form of gas. And solute can be gas, can be liquid or can be solid. So here if you are taking, we can see here nitrogen we are taking in all the three cases, but solute if you take oxygen, for liquid we can take chloroform and for solid we can take camphor. So three type of gaseous solution can be prepared. If you are taking solvent is same, but solute we are taking in gaseous form, liquid form or in solid form. Similarly, if you want to prepare liquid solution, so for liquid solution you can see solvent is liquid. Here you can see solvent is liquid, okay, water we can see, and solute can be in all the three forms: gas, liquid or solid. So if we are taking oxygen and water solution, this will be known as liquid solution. Okay, why we are calling it liquid solution? Because the main component, that means solvent, is in the liquid form. Why we are saying it gaseous solution? Because the main component, that means solvent, is in gaseous form. So here water, if it is solute is oxygen we can take, so oxygen plus water. Liquid we can take ethanol or alcohol plus water solution, and for solid we can take glucose plus water solution. So in this way we are getting three type of liquid solution. Now if you want to prepare solid solution, so for that we will have to take solvent as solid. Solvent must be in solid form, but solute can be gas, can be liquid or can be solid. So if in palladium we are taking hydrogen, so this is a solid solution of gas plus solid. If in sodium we are taking liquid, that is mercury, so this will be a solid solution. The type of solution will be solid. Why solid? Because the major component is solid. So mercury is dissolved in sodium is dissolved in mercury. Similarly, if we are taking both solid, like gold, gold is solvent and copper is solute. So copper is being and gold both are being mixed together. So this will be known as solid solution. So you have to prepare different type of such type of solutions: gaseous solution, liquid solution and solid solution. And how to prepare? You have to see. If they are saying gaseous solution, that means solvent must be gas. If they are saying liquid solution, then solvent must be liquid. And if they are saying solid solution, then our solvent must be solid. Okay. So this is second type. So here we can see that in from concentration, such type of numerical we can get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and so many types of 7 types of numericals we can get from concentration, and this is the portion of theory portion. Now coming to second is solubility. Second type of numerical that we get from this chapter is solubility. And for solubility, Henry's law. All the numericals are based on Henry's law. And for Henry's law, this is the formula. Partial vapor pressure of any component is equal to Kh into X. Kh is constant. Henry's constant, and X is mole fraction. So all the numericals, so in such type of numericals, in my next video I will take different type of numericals. So Henry's law, you can say there are 3 units you can see here, okay. Either you have to find P, either you have to find KH, or either you have to find mole fraction or number of moles of any component. So this is second topic of this lesson, solubility. Now coming to the theory portion. So what type of theory you have to prepare for Henry's? You have to prepare definition of Henry's law, that is very important, and application, where thus Henry's law is applied, this is also important, and its limitation and effect of temperature. What is the effect of temperature on solubility or on Henry's law? So these are three topics that you have to prepare for the theoretical portion of Henry's law. One is numerical and another applications, limitations and effect of temperature. So this is second. Now third part of this lesson is Raoult's law. This is also very important. Okay, numericals are based on Raoult's law. So Raoult's law, you can see Raoult's law can be studied under 3 headings. First we can say for volatile liquid. Okay, if solute and solvent both are volatile, then you can see here, then what will happen? If both are volatile, so we can say that the vapor pressure of total mean of solution, this will be equal to P1 naught x1 plus P naught 2 x2. So this P1, this is vapor pressure of pure solvent, means component 1, and x means mole fraction of that component 1, and this is P2, P2 means component 2, this is vapor pressure of pure solvent of component 2, and this is mole fraction of component 2. So Raoult's law for volatile liquid, this is the formula, P total is equal to P1 naught x1 plus P2 naught x2. Okay. Now about second Raoult's law, we can say it is Raoult's law, special case of Henry's law. Okay, if you take Raoult's law and Henry's law, then we can say that vapor pressure of pure solvent of component 1 will be equal to Henry's law. So this is about special case of Henry's law, where vapor pressure of pure component is equal to Henry's constant. And third is for non-volatile solute, Raoult's law for non-volatile solute. If solvent is volatile but solute is non-volatile, then the formula is this. This is relative lowering also, you can say this is equal to x2. X means this is mole fraction of solute. So relative lowering is equal to x2. This is for non-volatile solute. So 3 type of numericals you can get from Raoult's law, and you have to prepare it. Now coming to the theory portion. For Raoult's law, you can see here, every time you can see you get questions like this, okay, like ideal and non-ideal. So you have to prepare their definitions and examples. This is very important. Okay, definition and example of ideal and non-ideal solution. Then positive and negative deviation. You have to prepare, second part that you have to prepare is positive and negative deviation from Raoult's law and the graph related to it, and example of positive and negative deviation, the liquids which show positive or negative deviation. And third is azeotropes. Here also you have to prepare its definition and the examples of minimum boiling azeotropes and maximum boiling azeotropes. So for Raoult's law, you can see these 3 type of numericals, and this is the theory portion that you have to prepare. And the last portion is colligative properties. So colligative properties, we know that these are of 4 types: relative lowering of vapor pressure, elevation of boiling point, depression of freezing point and osmotic pressure. So numericals are based on it. So for relative lowering of vapor pressure, same here, this formula will be applied. Okay? And with the help of this formula, we can also find molar mass. For this, I have already made one video, so you can watch the video on solution, that is for relative lowering of vapor pressure. All the complete numerical I have taken in that. Second colligative property is elevation of boiling point. For elevation of boiling point, this is the formula you can see, delta Tb is equal to Kb into m. So by putting the value of molarity, we can find here molar mass. Okay, we can find molar mass of solute. And third is depression of freezing point. Same way, delta Tf is equal to Kf into m. Here again, if you put the value of m, we can easily find the molarity of solute. So three type of numerical, and fourth is osmotic pressure. So osmotic pressure, pi is equal to CRT. C is concentration, R is gas constant, and T is temperature. So here also if you put the value of C, concentration, then again we can get the formula to find molar mass. Now from colligative property you can see here, this is osmosis. The main question that we get from this chapter is related to osmosis and reverse osmosis. First that you have to prepare is reverse osmosis, and then hypertonic, hypotonic and isotonic solution, their definitions and their examples. So for these two, colligative property for relative lowering and colligative properties and other colligative properties, I have already prepared this video for it. Okay. So in this way, in this video you can see that these are the, we can say that the whole chapter is at a glance, and if in this way you prepare the lesson, it will be very easy for you to score 5 out of 5 marks. So for the numericals, I will prepare next another video. Okay, so you can watch that video.